talk to us about the micro-mobility options here in Syracuse. We just have Sadie Downs, Vio or Veo, and is it Veo?
Vio.
Vio. I've heard it pronounced Vio.
It's easy.
Vio. Okay. They're just all right there. So he's been wearing a hat, kind of both of those micro-mobility options, and so what we're going to do is hold our meeting as we usually do. We've got some of our member agencies here. And Paul, you can come either sit here or either wherever you want to be. Yeah, thank you. We're just going to go through and introduce ourselves quick. We're going to ask folks here to introduce themselves real quick too. And just a reminder, we are being streamed live through YouTube. The folks at home or wherever they're viewing us are seeing just us up front here. So nobody in the audience or that's here visiting with us today is on there. So I will pass it to you for your introduction.
Hi, my name is Paul Caldufa. I'm the operations manager for Being Ride, the local bike and scooter share company.
My name is Gavin Bosa, I'm Transportation Planner with the City of Syracuse.
Hi, I'm Anita Levin, I work at the State Department of Transportation in the Syracuse Regional Office. Thanks. And usually we have someone here from county, DOT, but they were not able to join us today. So if there's questions that you've sent to us or questions that come up today that would be more for folks from the county, we can take those down and pass the answers on to those folks at the county. So let's see. So if you guys don't mind, we can start with the folks out here. Go ahead.
I'm really wrong. I also work at the Department of Transportation with Julie.
John Sexton, New York State DOT, and bike rider. He's a central user.
Craig Swicki, Legislative Director for Assemblyman Bill Magnarelli, Chair of the Assembly Transportation Committee.
I'm Larry Matthews, I'm with County's Adult Services. I oversee the transportation programs for seniors.
Megan Vitelli, Assistant Transportation Planner with SMTC.
Lisa Flack, also employee at the technician for VOI. We still over Syracuse, we're going to hold this up this season, and also Harvey Families to State Streets.
I'm Brenda Dice, and I'm the Director of Special Transportation Projects in the Hunting for Central.
David Long, JNT, I'm a traffic engineer, also a Syracuse resident.
Frank Willow, Regional Mobility Manager for Oswego, St. Lawrence, Jefferson County. Here representing Oswego County.
Great. That's great.
Mario Long, Program Manager here with SMTC.
Alex Roberts, I'm Junior Transportation Planner at SMTC. Tom Barnett, Transportation Planner with SMTC. And Andrew Free with SMTC.
The studio's coming on.
I'm going to help out tonight. Thank you. Or this afternoon, I should say. So, I am going to just share a couple of quick updates about projects that SMTC, that our office is working on. And I have New York State DOT, Julie, and the city have them do the same. If anyone's got any questions for us, we'll go through those, and then we'll get to the fun stuff. So I don't really want to spend a ton of time. Oh, I forgot to give you the agenda up. Andrew, if you have a second, you could do that. Sorry. I think it's the next slide. That's right. So that's the plan for today. You guys have the agenda in front of you. And then if you go to the next slide for me. Okay, so a couple of projects that we're working on still that we have in the last program there. Manlius Village Center Pedestrian Safety and Mobility Study and City Sidewalk Conditions Ratings. Those are still underway. We are working with the Village of Manlius to address pedestrian safety there. Mike Alexander in our office is working on that particular project. And then the City Sidewalk Condition Ratings. We've been doing, what is it, a quarter, a fifth, an eighth of the city every year. We have interns come every summer, and they take an iPad, they go out and rate the sidewalks, the entire city sidewalk system. And we're able to pass that information along to the city of Syracuse. And we just said goodbye to our interns last week or the week before, so we had another productive summer. I think it's probably going to take, I think we said 5 or 6 summers to build the whole city. A lot of streets out there. So, a lot of miles of sidewalk. Andrew, if you go to the next slide for me. Okay, so behind me is a list of our new projects that started. Our new program year started in April. We want to run April 1 to March 31st. And there's a whole list of them, obviously, on the screen behind me. There's a couple trail projects that we have. West Side Trail, Coldbrook Creek Trail. We're also looking at working on enhancing bike and pedestrian links for the Westville Plaza Revitalization Project. We've got a downtown intersection safety project that we are completing at the request of the downtown committee of Syracuse. We've got the Safer School study, Network 11 Quarter study, and we work also for Syracuse Onondaga County Planning Agency, and so we have kind of it's sort of like an on-call kind of set aside, so that if they've got something that comes up, they can come ask us questions, ask us to do a couple different projects for them, maybe some technical assistance. Same with the city of Syracuse, we kind of have an on-call support planning line item. The city has come to us for a few of those things, like the sidewalk snow removal project started out that way, I believe. So once we hear from everyone, if you have any specific questions on any of those projects, then I'm happy to try to answer them to the best of my ability. And there's some folks in the room that are working on the projects, so we can answer those questions. And a lot of them were just being scoped out this summer. So we're just getting those moving. So let's see. Kevin, do you want to go for the city of Syracuse?
Sure.
You got anything to share with us?
Yeah, a couple of quick projects here that we can share with you guys. Obviously, with our funding and also starting the municipal sidewalk program, we are starting to attack sidewalks, right, throughout the city. Those taxes are just went into our constituents this spring. So we started charging, I think, $20 per first year, $40, $60, $80, and then up to $100 per year. And we are going to start maintaining the sidewalks in the city of Syracuse. This is something that, obviously this is our first summer doing it. We've done more sidewalks than we've ever done before. We have 2 consultants just going at it every single day. And we are hiring another transportation planner. This is to maintain the sidewalks. We're planning for that. Yes.
We say maintain sidewalks, so you maintain only the sidewalks that you're plowing or all sidewalks?
No, so I guess, sorry, the municipal sidewalk program is to do 4 new sidewalks, right? We're going to building new and cleaning up, obviously with SMTC work that they're doing, collecting ratings. We're going to have some sidewalks on each corridors, around schools, things like that, to really direct those funds towards the most needed sidewalks for repair and things like that. Or also another thing to note with them, and just collecting data on radiuses around schools. So we're going to try to at some point go and do crosswalks around schools within a radius. I think it's a quarter of a mile around schools. So once we get to that point, we're just going to go quadrant to quadrant and try to do little crosswalks and to kind of clean up our infrastructure and safety purposes.
Are you basing those sidewalks too on the complaints coming in? Because there's some that come in where people with wheelchairs, walkers, etc. can't. And that's when we really have to be in the street.
Yep.
So if they find that too, where you're getting the data to say, this one needs to be repaired or leveled out.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Right now we're trying to get block by block. It's easier for our crews to come in, set up a whole block, do the whole stretch. Obviously, every single person could call, see that $20 tax, right? And then on their sidewalk instantly. We do see that a lot, right? So from our point of view, it needs to be justifiable and with the safety mindset of, kids are walking here. That's gonna take priority over somebody that just wants their sidewalk done because they pay for it.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that neglect their sidewalk for 30 years, and then instantly want their sidewalk because they have to start paying for it. So that's kind of us, yes, we have all that complaint data, and that's something that our new planners have to sit through, this winter and kind of figure out how to, deal with it. But right now we're trying to do block by block, the worst of the worst, but there is no sidewalk near a school, near our pedestrian command model, output to show where people can go.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Another thing that we're working on, obviously, a couple of people probably have seen, the governor's announcement a couple weeks ago. She just gave, the city back, the ability to change the speed limit down to a minimum of 25 miles an hour. So that's someone, submitted that, to the question, so I wanted to address that ahead of time. So that is obviously something that we're definitely looking at. It's something that is going to be a little bit of a process. It will not be done by next week, I can promise you that. But that is something, obviously, it's a big change. So we need to just make sure that we're going through the correct process to do that, down to 25 throughout the citywide, right? Another thing that we're doing is obviously, we're doing bike infrastructure in the city. Hopefully we're gonna have over 4 miles of active bike infrastructure this summer. One of the biggest ones is on Woodback Street. That's the cap grant that we got in New York State. So they're gonna be paying for 80% of it. We're gonna be paying for 20% of it. What it's gonna do is put bike infrastructure with just striping. So it's curb to curb, it's no sidewalks, it's no trees, it's no streetscape, it's just side to side, curb to curb, implementation of striping. So we're gonna try to put bike lanes on there if possible, and it's gonna go from Butternut Street all the way down Lodi Street. We're actually working with JMT on this. So we're gonna try to get it from Butternut Street all the way down to Erie Boulevard, crossing onto Water Street to the University State Trail. So from our point of view, we're trying to connect to, major trails in the area as well. The other portion of that phase 2 is going to be from Water Street up University to the connected corridor. So you should ideally be able to go from campus down the connected corridor, straight down the hill to the University State Trail. And obviously you can go up to a little bit to Butternut Street. With the bike infrastructure, one of the things that we're seeing as a city that is somewhat concerning here, since post-COVID, there's a lot of speeding going on. It's just citywide, and that's countrywide, and I don't think that's new to Syracuse. It is just kind of getting worse.
You're talking about cars though, right?
Yeah, all types of speeding, motorcycles, cars.
Just make sure you're talking about bike infrastructure and when the speeding.
No, I guess I could transition there quickly, but, vehicles speeding in the city. So that's obviously a safety concern for us. We're looking at built environmental changes, right? With speeding, you have enforcement, but we can also do, treatments to traffic calming. So one of those things that we're doing is our speed hump pilot program. So this past year, we put 6 speed humps out there, and we just evaluated. So we put a radar box next to the speed hump, we put a radar box on the side street, we monitored, the speeds before, we monitored the speeds after they went in. And a couple of quick things that I can discuss is we're seeing that we have cars slowing down, they work very effectively in parks. We're in that park, it slows speed down from the average 16 down to 11. That's a pretty good percentage of speed decrease. It works there, works up around the dog park.
What is with those yellow things that are changing down? come until after the,
Those are mine.
those are parks, so let's talk to Josh Wilcox about
You can
that.
talk to him. Tell him I said you.
I'll do that.
Yeah. So we're seeing that, but we're also seeing, some increases in speed on side streets. Right, so speeders aren't slowing down, they're going to the next parallel street. It's kind of what we're seeing. So when we do these treatments, I mean, we really gotta go at it, and address multiple problems to actually fix the problem. So what we're doing is we're extending that into a pilot 2.0. We got some concerns from safety emergency vehicles. Each one of these on average, they slow down 4 to 6 seconds, they add up, I guess. So we're gonna start doing speed collisions. We're gonna extend the pilot program one more year. We're gonna do some speed collisions. Those have cutouts. So it's a speed bump, it's got cutouts that are the diameter of a fire truck. So the fire trucks can go straight through, regular cars cannot, so they have to slow down.
Kevin, I know you mentioned Governor Hochul, you mentioned her, a minute, she authorized municipalities to reduce speed limits to 25, just like it's 11. And then she did a press release, but also there's an increase in fines for leaving the scene of a car accident. Also like crashes without reporting it as well.
Yep.
And I know the other part was the infrastructure that you talked about, that did pass in the Senate, as well as assemblies as far as adding more for bike lanes, pedestrian lanes, etc.
Yep.
Those are part of the crime victims crash and safety act.
Yes, correct. Yep. Better, access points as well and safer. So we're definitely listening to the community on some things like that and going out there, this fall and trying to get those things done. I've already presented at public meetings, that should be good to go once we get it. It's just right in the truck. Last thing I wanted to note here is we're maybe trying to expand our, snow removal routes. This year we have for the past 2 years. We're going to try to continue to expand our, snow removal routes, this upcoming winter. So, those are some of these.
Sidewalks too, or just?
Yeah, that's sidewalks and awareness of snow. Yep.
Are bike lanes included as well?
Those should technically be by law included.
What was the cycle tracks?
Those should be by a truck. Yeah. This should be a part of the trail. And your boulevard should be maintained.
That one, the creek walk as well?
Yes. Yep, the city's hired another trails coordinator, so she's in charge, yes. So she's in charge of all of that as well. So, yep, we are addressing some of those winter issues. Now that we actually know that we have scooter share or anything like that, I think labs, want to ride a bicycle in this community. We will be maintaining some of those as well.
Although the need will be more actually became though, is there a lot, that's the one corporate transportation is a bike.
Right.
For many people.
Sure. Yeah. And the last thing I will say before I turn it over to Paul here, I'm going to steal his glory on this one. On June 4th, Taste of Syracuse Saturday, we had 2,413 rides on the scooter program. We have about 350 units in the field on that day. So we did a lot of good things. The other point I'll add, not to steal the glory, is a lot of the people are taking these to and from destinations, right? Which is very interesting, because people are starting to use these, not just for a joyride, they're using them to go here and then ride, come back.
I've been seeing a lot of Coleman's now and later trips.
So that's it. That's it for me.
All right, I'm gonna have, should we go ahead and talk to us about DOT projects and then, and might as well keep it going in and around as we kind of go through, but I want to try to make sure we get to Paula by 4:20 latest, so we have time for him to speak again. I don't have the lessons to say. Okay. So we have 2 projects in construction right now that are related to the quote. One is the River 1188 Factory Street. So that's in construction right now, that should be finished by the end of the year. The other project we have in construction right now is Route 5 pedestrian safety action plan, which is covering pedestrian infrastructure between Bridge Street and Genesee Street, Route 292. This is, we did a lot of work on the Interstate Trail, and this was the last piece of Great Boulevard that didn't get a lot of those pedestrian and bicycle treatments. So the right of way was different width, so it's not built exactly like the trail. We are filling in the sidewalks where there weren't any, and adding crosswalks and pedestrian countdown and things like that. The other thing I was going to mention is this is not specifically DOT, but New York State Parks is kind of taking over the Interstate Trail organizational end of it. So they're keeping track of like events or bike tours or things that are using it. So as part of that, they're having DOT and maybe if you're anything from the partner agencies, information about attraction detours, closures, things that would impact the trail, so they can keep an eye on that. Did you say that was canals? It's New York State Parks, parks, and recreation and historic preservation. Okay. I'm our coordinator for DOT for that, so if you do hear something, but we have a lot of local projects that are federally funded. We have local project managers in our office, we're working with them and know of those things. So really, if you do something that's not a federal funded project that we wouldn't know about, that would be great to know. Another thing with the Interstate Trail, I think you guys, most of you would realize, but some of it's not state owned. So there's a lot of pieces of like the Creek Walk or the Little Lake, which are making connections across the Empire State Trail, where there's like a county-owned sidewalk piece. So there's lots of different things going on that aren't necessarily owned by the state, but we're just keeping track of it so people can get from here to there. So that's a good point.
So those who may not know, the SMTC, we develop a public education improvement program every year. Our committee just adopted it a week and a half ago. In the next 5-year capital improvement program, and from the active transportation side, it's a little over $20 million. Specifically, that's just for bicycle pedestrian improvements and enhancements. But if you include other projects such as city paving, county paving, some of the efforts of the state DOT, those projects will include more than just paving. There will be implementation, sidewalk improvements, curb work, and possibly some bicycle improvements as well. So there's a lot going on coming up in the next 4 or 5 year period.
Will that create some of those byways being protected by rules, like have a wall or a girder as well?
I think that will be a consideration when the projects begin their engineering and design.
Thank you.
Are there any, so we do have some questions that were submitted ahead of today's meeting, so I'll try to get through, try to answer those. Kevin, you touched on a few for the city. Let's see, I'm looking for. Megan, if you see one before I do, go for it. There's a couple here that we're going to have to ask to Onondaga County DOT about the West Shore Trail, and the amphitheater. When the question was, is there a plan in the works to build an amphitheater bypass off-road shared use path for the West Shore Trail so people can use it without interruption on the day of and the day before amphitheater shows? Another question, who is responsible for, and are there plans to maintain or fix the Bear Trap Creek path from Mattydale to Park Street? And Julie, I think you looked this up. I did look this one up. So I looked up the trail, the Bear Trap Creek Trail between 7 North Street and Mattydale. Traffic circle there. That was something I had built in the 1980s, but it is maintenance is by council land. So I haven't heard of any plans for council land to do any work there. I know they've talked with us during the 11 Mattydale corridor pedestrian study about maybe extending that further north, and then maybe more connections into the existing trail. But I haven't heard of any plans to do it or maintain it. Okay.
there's a section from Park Street to, I guess, 370 Parkway. It is a mess.
That's county owned.
Yeah.
They're responsible for the maintenance there. And last we heard from county DOT, there are not plans for them to do anything.
Well, it's not theirs, it's Parks, right?
It's what? I'm sorry.
I think that's under the jurisdiction of county parks.
I don't know the specifics. I thought it was DOT, so we can look.
Yeah.
We can, I can ask that question again. Or we can also send it to Parks. Let's see, any other things? Questions? And then while we're doing that, does anyone here have any specific questions for Julie or Kevin or myself that we can answer?
Bike racks downtown. Any plans to increase those?
I would like to say yes. I'd like to get back to you on that one, but I would love to say, I think that SMTC did an inventory at some point of our existing bike infrastructure. But yes, I think that's, you wanna, talk to this and have a couple areas that you would like to see them.
Sure.
Success.
Send me suggestions, sure.
Okay. Yep.
How about Paul Mercurio's bike plan? It's about 20, it's pretty old. Any chance plans to update that?
Yep, just looked at it a couple of days ago. So, of course, he made his bike plan. 250 different items.
It was big.
Of course, so yeah, obviously, between funding, the resources we had with, before 18 months ago, it was just Neil, our over there at DPW doing most of the planning work. So we're hiring one more person, we went from 1 to 3, we'll have some more capabilities to do some more of that, and obviously there's interest in the community, so I don't think, the city would have, problems, putting more money into that infrastructure.
Yeah, and just also too, when we do studies here at SMTC, we look at that bike plan, and we look at what was recommended.
The Murphy Island Trail, from what I understand, will be completed fairly soon. I asked specifically to be ready by September 10th. It won't be ready by September 10th, but not too long after that. They wouldn't give you a date.
Okay, yeah, that one, that's one I have to pass on to Chris, to your team. I think, Paul, if you don't mind, kind of taking the show for a little bit.
Not at all. So a little bit quick about VO. VO is a national bike and scooter share company. They operate in about 40 cities nationwide. Syracuse was looking for one. They applied with a few other companies, and they were chosen to operate here exclusively. They have 3 different kinds of vehicles here. E-bike. That is a regular bicycle, has to be pedaled, does have a little motor that will help you, get up some of the hills we have around here without getting too sweaty, but doesn't operate outside of you pedaling it. We have a stand-up scooter, which I brought with me today. Everybody's is welcome to give it a try. And you stand on that, you press the throttle, and it goes up to 15 miles an hour. And we have a sit-down scooter, which does have pedals and can be pedaled. Also also has a throttle. So you sit on that, kind of like a Vespa or something like that. You go, that also goes 15 miles an hour. It can be pedaled or just ridden. Those are the three kind of vehicles we have. We operate throughout the entire city. Our line of operation is the city line. So if you cross past the city, the scooters will turn off and stop working, but you can go anywhere in the city. We have a free-flowing system, so the idea is when you open the app, it shows you where every scooter we have is. Find the closest one to you. It'll show you what the battery life is on the scooter. It'll show you what the cost is, and you go to wherever that destination is. You leave it there. You leave it in the city right away, so not blocking the sidewalk, you're not blocking the street or parking lot or driveway, but you're in the city right away, and you drive right to your destination. And then when we go around, we change the batteries on the scooters, pick them up, and we move them into hubs. And hubs are basically just really well thought out locations that are in places that visible, and in places of great need, great use, and there are 44 of those throughout the city. So I like the hubs as a place where people can kind of count on being able to find a scooter. You can see the location of all of them instead of having to kind of hunt it. Right, there's some place near me that's definitely going to have scooters. So we have 44 of those. And I think being a point-to-point transportation has given a lot of benefit to the community. A few things that we've seen, as Neil, as Kevin mentioned, we see a lot of round trips, and a lot of people using it as a form of a way to commute. So for us, we started in October. We had 150 scooters and 75 bikes. That's what we started with. It was kind of a soft launch, if you will. Just no fanfare, no advertising or anything. And Nick and myself just kind of put them out there and just took a look at what we had. So we had good usage there. And then in April, we increased our capacity, and that's when we saw 300 or 400 scooters out in town. And when that happened, starting in April, we have never had a day of less than 700 residents, even if it was 50 degrees and rained all day long. Which is give or take about two trips on all our scooters, meaning two back from work to the store, back from the store, which I think is a pretty strong indication that is about the number of people that are using us to commute. It's a nice day when people are joyriding. That number can go much higher. It's our high water mark was 2,000. Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep doing that? 2,400 plus is our high water mark. We get over 10,000 rides a day, or a week, I'm sorry, and we get over 25,000 miles a week, which is a lot of cars off the street, emissions not coming out of the cars. So I think there's a big benefit there to the community.
How does that compare to other similar sized cities?
It's a good question. We are the number one scooterized city in the country. With it doesn't matter what size the city. We get the most rides per scooter per day of any city in the country.
That's pretty awesome.
It's huge.
So not as much, but in the spring, I notice a lot of these on the curb or in between the curb and the sidewalk with the lights still on. Is that people that didn't know that the ride didn't stop until you, there's like a process. I've only done it twice, but the process we gotta take a photo of it. That's how the scooter knows that the ride is over.
Yeah, the ride won't end until you take a picture of where you are. The reason for that being is there is a violation system. So if you're parking in the road, if you're blocking a sidewalk, things like that, first time you're gonna get a warning, second time it's a $25 fine, and the fine is escalating from there. Because we don't want to encourage, those kind of things, we don't want, so the reason we do that is these are movable objects. So when we find a scooter that is in some place it shouldn't be, we take a picture of it, and then I will compare the picture of where we found it to the picture of where the rider left it. And they will get a fine if it got moved by somebody else, and that's why.
No, I never tested this out, but my assumption was if the lights are still on, it's still on a ride. I could jump on it, take it to someone else, and it's gonna go on someplace else, it's going someone else's car.
If somebody leaves it just active, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes if it's been bumped or moved, I might see a light on for a short period of time.
Yeah.
To answer your question too, Jen, we're supposed to be parking between the sidewalk and the street. So they are in that grass, because that's some sidewalk to the street, the city basically owns that, they're supposed to be, they're not in the middle of somebody's lot, that would be a violation.
Right.
For safety.
Yep.
Yeah, what you said, we did have a little bit of a learning curve, obviously, in the spring.
Right.
The bigger, the biggest difference in gotcha or less than vendor, right, is you had to back up. Right, so now you these things, in a greater area, anywhere. So we did get a lot of complaints that we did have to address of this thing's on my front lawn, right? If it's in the snow storage between the sidewalk and the curb, it's technically a city right. So it's not that, although you think it might be right, it's.
No, that wasn't a complaint. My concern was that if the lights are flashing, ride's not over. Sometimes somebody can pick it up and just keep going, it's on someone else's car.
It's tipped over the lights.
I was just gonna say, you might see some lights come on for some reason, especially undercarriage lights.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily need a time.
Okay.
To my knowledge, there has not been a problem with somebody jumping on somebody else's ride. It's just not something I ever see complaints about, and I think I would see that complaint.
I would complain,
Yeah.
That's a warning saying, hello, I'm not sitting up where I'm supposed to be, it's like a warning, draws attention, and hey, come pick me up.
I don't think that's a very big problem. It might have happened once or twice, but it's not something I see on a regular basis.
Paul's Syracuse University campus was excluded.
Yep.
From having that.
They are private owned property, and to operate there, we need to work out their own contract, their own entity. So we actually are in talks with them about that. Things move fairly slowly at the university as far as bureaucracy goes. So I think someday you'll see a reduced area there. I don't think you'll ever see where you can go straight through campus. I don't think that's how they want it. But I think you'll be able to see students be able to get to the edges, so they can get to like the classrooms and things like that. But yeah, as of right now, they don't have a contract with us. They're private land, so it is a no ride zone.
So I live here downtown, and I'd love to use it more often, but the key issue that I have as a resident is that it's never where I always want to like find one. So you mentioned hubs, but is there an incentive for someone to bring it back to a hub that might get back 30 cents or $1 to help kind of centralize these to always be
Yeah, we call them lucky hubs. So if you park it back at a hub, you get $1. Not every hub every day is a lucky hub. It's a rotating thing to see how it works and how it doesn't.
You show up in your app?
Yeah.
I see them during festival a lot, off like Montgomery and stuff. I've seen a big giant board kind of around my area.
Yeah.
But it's not consistent enough for me to like every day go, hey, I can just take a scooter to work.
Yeah. Going back to what I mentioned about being top riding cities. One of the things that comes along with that is scooters don't stay in the hubs very long. Anika can tell you, I pretty much harp on our team regularly. You know, get the scooters in the hubs, get the scooters in the hubs, and we do. We have revans that go more or less 24 hours a day, and we are always putting scooters in hubs at all minutes of the day and night. And they do not stay. They stay there. You know, most times by the time you're done unloading it and filling it, half of them or maybe even all of them are gone.
The other day, Saturday, we were looking to use one for a bike party, and trying to find one for a full battery somewhere in downtown. And the one that was closest to where we wanted it to be appeared to be in somebody's backyard. Is that an issue?
It happens. It happens.
Or maybe in a garage. Could have been.
It happens. I certainly don't want to say it doesn't. We will just go knock on the door, usually, and just say, you know, yeah, we'll just say, you know, the scooters are GPS tracked, and if nobody's there, we have a little warning tags that say, that scooter that's inside your house is GPS tracked, put it on the sidewalk where you get it, or the police will be here next. Usually once people find out they're tracked, or know where they are, know where they live, they don't have much interest in holding on to it. We don't really run into a lot of problems as far as getting them back, but they end up, sometimes you have to go knock on doors and just say, hey, we need that back.
If they're in the backyard, generally, because it depends on where people's driveways go, some people say, oh, they want to use it again in the morning or the next day. A lot of times, it's educating, saying, hey, it's got to be out where it can be rented. Because any of you can walk down someone's driveway, okay, everyone's not going to do that.
No.
So that's why we go, oh no, whatever. Generally, people see you walking down, they're like, oh, I'm here for the service. I mean, they usually don't mind if we're ringing ahead of time, so you're here, so you don't ring, and you just look out the window, whatever. Shoot. So they know, I mean, but that's just sometimes it's raining, people pull up to their back door, or it's not always intentional, sometimes it's just like, look, I just parked it, I say, just park it, or somebody else might get it. But, you know, sometimes other people's property, some of you may not know what's coming, I see it, I'm not run it, you know, so.
Are there plans for expansion because there's so much ownership?
Yeah, it's a good question. That's going to be up to Kevin and Misty. How many scooters they allow us to have? I think more than happy to bring some more scooters out.
Yeah, we had some growing pains this spring, but I think we're becoming enough that we know Paul can handle it. You know, one thing is when we started this, Paul only had one van, a couple people, right? And in spring we rolled them out, and every battery is dead. You know, everybody was using these things nonstop all the time. We didn't have the infrastructure anymore to maintain it, right, for a minute. Paul said, hey, we're one in the country in ridership. We're gonna need another van, right? So we got another van, and we got more people. So we're we haven't gone through the whole winter yet.
We've gone through not with our fleet really. We started in October. We went through winter, but that was really more of a soft launch. We weren't really a part of the community, a part of people's lives. They weren't using us to commute. It's kind of a hard sell when the weather's getting cold. Try it for the first time in winter. I'll be interested to see. I think this winter is a totally new ballgame. I don't know really what to expect. But I definitely think there are going to be people I know that use it to commute a significant number of people. And I think, if you are, say, taking a bus and it's that last mile to get to your destination, it might be better for you to spend, 3 minutes on a scooter than, 10 minutes walking in the cold. You have to be up either way. So I think we're going to see a decent amount of ridership even in the winter, except maybe on really bad days. But it's all to be determined. Really, that's just going to be really carefully looking at the trends, looking at where people are riding and where they're not. And if people are riding, we'll do our best to keep scooters there for them.
Where are you keeping the pedal assist bikes? I've not seen one in a long time. We were trying to find one Saturday. We couldn't find any.
We cannot find any right now. We're doing some repairs on those, right, changing the software on there, making sure those work good, so they're all in the warehouse right now, being fixed up.
Okay.
You had a question?
Yeah, if I could ask a question.
Sure.
So is there any rules and regulations around, does Central buses have the ability to use the bike racks and stuff for scooters? People riding the bus, bringing scooters with them to their drop-off point to get to their destination? That's question.
Yeah, they
They don't.
the scooters are too big and too heavy to work in that
I
way.
sit down to about 120 pounds, and I stand to about 65.
Okay, so they're not allowed public transit at all? Okay. Second question is, where is the funding coming to sustain this program in the city? And how did those experiments happen? Is it wonderful DOT?
There are no tax dollars to support this.
No, we only do
It's a private thing.
We only do cars and trucks and all.
Okay, well, it was.
Okay. So is there any consideration, since this is a mode of transportation, we should assist public transit with the first mile, last mile scenario, that it could fall under the FTA, since it's an urban funding stream for us rural people that are forgotten sometimes. Would New York State DOT consider the 5311 application for funding to bring program like this into rural New York State?
So if that one's for me, or at least I work on the 311 application, the rating and stuff. I'd have to look at the legislation and see if that's an eligible expense. I'm not familiar where you led the team to.
We don't often deal with the 5311 program from the roadside, you probably answer that, but.
Okay, thank you.
And I thought the county and the town would have to sign if they wanted it in their area.
They do. There needs to be key stakeholders, one other county we're bringing it in. But I would love to see New York State DOT change their rules a little bit on eligibility, because it is a form of transportation to get people to work, especially for low-income people. And you know, after 20 years, it's maybe some time to change rules, because we have new modes of transportation that are developing with car sharing, electric cars, electric buses, and first miles. Just a thought.
I will say, Central is in conversations to expand it to the municipalities throughout Onondaga County and throughout our properties. So we're with you, we want to see it.
Especially when routes got kind of cut for some areas, it would be a great.
Yeah, and that's great for FTA director recipients. You guys have it a lot easier than we do in rural America. But for the New York State DOT people, if there's anything we can do to make bike shares, e-bikes, and scooters part of the 5311 application, you would assist community members in those rural communities getting access.
Yeah, so those numbers, the 53, 10, 11 are like federal code numbers, so it's a federal legislation, it's not state legislation, even though the money comes from the feds to the state to the state.
And the state puts in 10%.
Right, but we don't affect the rules.
Yeah, it's
That's
not-
what
it's
I'm
not-
trying to say.
It's not a program, it's administered.
Those programs is done at the federal level.
Yeah, so I'm listening to you, but I'm trying to say, you need to hit the federal folks.
Okay.
You can create one.
Well, if you ever decide to develop some pilot programs where it's New York State DOT money, I think this is a great pilot program for rural communities to adopt.
I was in Fulton today, and I spoke to the mayor, and they just got scooters last week.
Yeah, a lot of the it's birds. Yeah, birds starting to get into rural communities, municipalities, and trying to out some urban success with them somewhere. Just a thought. Thank you.
I do have a couple of questions, but I kind of thought maybe we could just kind of ask them out in the park. I just was going to ask about fee structure, and if you've got membership, if there's like a way to have a join a membership membership, or if you've got like low-cost options for folks.
Sure, I just real quick, I can say that. So that's all three vehicles have a different pay structure. It's $1 per mile for the sit-down scooter is 35 cents a minute, the stand-up scooter is 31 cents a minute, and the e-bike is 21 cents a minute. We do have an access program, if you're on any kind of assistance, you can be eligible to that. That will take away the dollar, and it will also lower the cost. Yeah.
You have to send in your documentation, and your app has to have the documentation, and your it's not the EBT card, but your DSS card, or whatever, you have to, it's through the app. You can have your customer service through the app.
Paul, is there any cost to adding like baskets or storage compartments to these? I'd love to get groceries.
Yeah, me too. It's something I really want. The newer versions, my understanding, are all going to have those baskets. So it's in the works.
Do you keep origin and destination information so that they just anonymously to keep?
Yes, all anonymously. I can see like how many rides came from each hub. We have heat maps that can kind of show you which area of the city. Interestingly, for Syracuse, it is pretty uniform ridership across the whole city. Downtown is a little extra blip, but it's pretty much straight through just about even all through the city.
And he is absolutely correct. One time he dropped off like 10, 15 scooters at a half hour later, and I was coming through and dropping some off. And people are standing, they see the van, and a little bit of drone, it's like, so I was like, did you leave me? He's like, I just got some there, so there, it's just that quick sometimes. That people just see them and be like, yeah. It's, it's easier than moving your car, or if you have a vehicle, it's easier, you can park it. Right away without having to, let me barrel up right here. Oh no, I gotta drive the block 5 times to find the space, then go to a meter. So that's also sometimes inconvenient, especially if you're in the downtown area, you say, I wanna go from downtown, shoot down to the store, or like you said, shoot to work, come back. They're just very convenient. And they're fun.
A lot of fun.
Gotta add the fun on tonight, they're fun.
It might be nice to have a feature on the app or something saying, hey, look, I would be interested in having one now, or I'd be like interested in going somewhere. Maybe that could be a way to help regulate, especially with Kevin. Hey, look, these areas would like to have more, and maybe figure out a way to accommodate that in the future.
So, we do have a customer service line every once in a while. Get a call, this area needs some more scooters, things like that. We're cognizant, really, we pay a lot of attention to the numbers, and we know where people are riding. We do our best to stay on top of that, but I can't promise you that at any given moment that you go to a hub that there's going to be scooters there, but I can promise you that multiple times per day, there'll be people, going to each hub driving.
Well, I live right by the hub, and it's kind of interesting. I almost never see anything there because I think there's a snatch.
Yeah. Oh, as soon as I drop them off, they're gone. I know, right there, there's a mirror there. A lot of times, as soon as I drop them off, someone comes across the street, 2, 3 people, and they're gone like that.
It's from the apartment that's right around there. I don't know if that's right around. But at first I was like, who's renting all these?
That's me.
I didn't realize it was that.
But do you have of actually collecting the data of demand rather than just ridership?
Of demand? No.
Okay.
No, only ridership.
That'd be kind of fun with, like, Google on your GPS will sometimes say, is there speed up here, or do, like this or whatever.
That's an interesting thought. I'll pass that on to the company. They're always curious of ways to improve. I think that would be interesting. Like, I want a scooter, and I'm in this place. You probably could put it right in the app. Like, I want a scooter, and keep track of that data. I would be curious to see it myself.
Yeah.
Feel free to contact customer service. Doesn't go against me, it actually helps. I tell anybody that you see one that's not working the way you think it should or something, it's not a slight, it's letting us know. So if there is an issue with one, and maybe the battery is at a high level, or we wouldn't know, it's let us know, because we'll put a ticket on and say, hey, this morning you were telling something lovely to me, we check those out. So it's, you know, feel free. It's definitely not a slight, and it's not a bad thing. You know, I'm trying to do that, and we also want everything to be safe and properly working for everyone as well.
All right, let's head out before we finish the app and stuff out there, if that's okay. Make sure we go more
If anybody wants to look at the app on the way out,